Hi everyone, my name is Deborah and this is the Edit by DH. Welcome to another video. This is my second video in a week, which is so rare, I know. It should really be the case more often, but life has just got in the way and I have got two big trips out of the way, big home renovation out of the way, COVID out of the way, moving house out of the way, and so I have a little bit more time. So today's video is all about Rare Beauty. For those of you who are enthusiastic about beauty, you will know that it's a brand founded by the singer Selena Gomez. I don't know if you guys have noticed, there's been a real increase in celebrities releasing new beauty lines, skincare lines, and to be honest, I've had very mixed feelings about it. For example, Jessica Alba released a beauty line. I think Alicia Keys released a skincare line. Jennifer Lopez released a skincare line. And I'm sure there's like way more. And then there's obviously those influencers that have released beauty lines like Genevieve, I think that's her name. There's been so many that I can't even keep up now. Rosie Huntington, you know who I'm talking about. The Rose Inc line. So there's been so many, and whenever I see these, I'm very skeptical about. Some I don't even want to try. Some I kind of need a bit of convincing. But then once I get to know the brand a bit better, and once the hype has died down, then sometimes I do kind of buy into it a little bit more and believe in it a bit more. So being completely honest, when I first heard that Selena Gomez had released a makeup line, I was a bit like, I don't know. If it was her makeup artist, ℙ𝕝𝕒𝕣𝕚, who had released a makeup line, I'd be on it straight away. But with Selena Gomez, I thought, not really a fan of her music. No offense to those who are Selena Gomez fans, but you know, so for me, it just felt like, oh, what is this pop star doing releasing a beauty line? However, now that the hype has died down, I have heard actually really good things about Rare Beauty. And I decided the only way to really fairly judge a brand is to test and trial it. So that is the reason why I'm doing a full face of Rare Beauty today. So I've tried to buy items across the board in order to achieve a full face. Obviously there might be like a couple of items missing. I couldn't buy the whole collection. I'm not a millionaire. But that's why I am fully barefaced, other than lash extensions, and I've got a little bit of brow gel on, but no colour to my brows because I'm going to use a brow product. Before I get started on the makeup application, I always like to give a little bit of an intro into the beauty brand. Some of you might not be interested. Some of you might be like, I'm just here to see you slap that makeup on your face. And I get that. But I do think it's nice to find out a little bit more about the brand that you might be potentially investing into, finding out like why it's so special or what makes it so different, especially in a world where the makeup industry is just so competitive and saturated. So we just really want to find out, like, is this another brand we should be really giving our money to, our hard-earned money to? So firstly, when I look on Rare Beauty's website, obviously you have to bear in mind that they're going to describe things in a more idealistic way because it is their brand and their website. However, obviously they wouldn't be able to lie. So I just want to point out a couple of things that I've found interesting on their website. The founder says, as in Selena Gomez, I think Rare Beauty can be more than a beauty brand. It can make an impact. I want us to all stop comparing ourselves to each other and just start embracing our own uniqueness. Now, this really spoke to me because if you guys have been following me for a while, you'll know that I used to be a makeup artist, and well, I guess I still am, but I used to work as a makeup artist. And one of those brands that I used to work for was Bobbi Brown, and the one main reason that I liked working with Bobbi was because it was all about embracing who you are. That was always their slogan, be who you are. And that's what really resonated with me, because I feel like with makeup, it shouldn't be about changing how you look or trying to look like somebody else. It should be about emphasizing your natural features, your natural beauty. So that spoke to me. And then their mission statement says, they're on a mission to help everyone celebrate their individuality by refining what beauty means. We want to promote self-acceptance and give people the tools they need to feel less alone in the world. Our vision is to create a safe, welcoming space in beauty and beyond that supports mental well-being across age, gender, identity, sexual orientation, race, cultural background, physical or mental ability, and perspective. We believe in the beauty of imperfections. We nurture a caring and respectful community. We create meaningful connections and relationships. We champion authenticity and positivity. We lead with transparency to build trust. And we believe there is power in being vulnerable. So, to be fair, I like everything that mission statement speaks about, because I feel like it very much aligns to who I am as a person, my beliefs and my values. So far so good. Also, on the note of mental health, I just wanted to highlight that they contribute to something called the Rare Beauty Impact Fund. So, I mean, let's be real, we don't need any excuses to buy makeup, because makeup just attracts us anyway, whether it's the quality, whether it's whoever's influencing us to buy it, whether it's the packaging, whether it's the brand, whether it's the founder, who knows. Either way, we don't need any more excuses to buy beauty products. But I thought it was nice to share with you that if you do purchase Rare Beauty, it goes towards something called the Rare Beauty Impact Fund, which is basically raising awareness to mental health services. So the money goes towards increasing awareness. So it says, our goal with the Rare Impact Fund is to raise an ambitious $1 million over the next 10 years to help increase access to mental health resources. So how are they going to do that? They're going to contribute 1% of annual Rare Beauty sales that will go directly to the Rare Impact Fund. But that's not all. They're also committed to raising funds with numerous philanthropic partners to reach their goal. The Rare Impact Fund will help support the local, national and global organisations that have a direct impact on the well-being of this amazing community. So I just thought that was really, really nice, because let's be real, we need to talk about mental health more and not feel that there's a stigma around the subject. And again, that resonates with me. Like I said, I don't need an excuse to buy makeup, but knowing that by purchasing this brand, some of the sale proceeds will go to a well-meaning charity or organization, it makes it that much more encouraging to spend my money and give my bank manager a headache. So in the States, I believe you can buy Rare Beauty in Sephora at the very least, and obviously Rare Beauty online. So online, they only ship to US and Canada. So I don't know if that will change in the following years, but as it stands, that's all. With regards to the States, I don't know if they sell anywhere beyond the website and Sephora. So I know I have people who follow me and support me from the States. So please let me know if there are any other shops or retail spaces where they sell, and if you put it in the comment section, that will really help other people as well, just in case they can access it from other places, other retailers. In the UK, it is only available to purchase via Space NK. So Space NK obviously have lots of different branches in different cities and areas of the UK, United Kingdom, and lots more branches in London. The only thing I will say about Space NK and Rare Beauty is, or Space NK in general, is stock. So stock always seems to be an issue. I love Space NK. I absolutely adore Space NK. I am the OG member of Space NK, and I have a very good relationship with them. But I would say that stock is always an issue. Whether it's Rare Beauty, whether it's NARS, I always find that they're always limited with stock, unless it's a new collection, in which case they're obviously expecting a certain number of products in. And Rare Beauty is one of those brands where they just don't always have full stock. So that's why I wasn't able to get my hands on all the products that I wanted to. So just please bear that in mind. But any price I give you is going to be UK pounds, and it will be Space NK prices, just as an FYI. So please bear that in mind. So since I have a bare face, it makes sense to start from the beginning. I'm just going to clip my hair back. It always helps to have these, so makeup doesn't get on my hair. So I purchased the primer, which is the Always An Optimist Pore Diffusing Primer. So this is what it looks like. Now, I've already used this product, and the main reason for it is because I wanted to see if it made a difference by using it over a certain period of time. I have to say, unless it's something that I have to use the whole bottle of in order to notice a long-term difference, I didn't notice any difference. At the very least, it didn't like help in the immediate sense. You know, sometimes you can see pores immediately being minimized when you apply a product, but I didn't feel that with this product. And I deliberately wanted to compare it with my NARS Instant Line and Pore Perfector, just to show you the difference. Hopefully I'll be able to show you on camera. So just to explain, this is £13 for 15 mils of product. So the description says, fight shine all day long with Rare Beauty Always An Optimist Pore Diffusing Primer, a gel primer that works to blur the appearance of fine lines and pores. This primer also helps to even out skin texture and extend makeup wear. It includes hyaluronic acid. This soothing primer provides long-lasting hydration, ensuring that skin stays comfortable beneath makeup. It also contains green tea extract to soothe and nourish skin, vitamin E to protect skin against environmental stresses. It can be worn alone or under makeup, and it is suitable for sensitive skin. And it apparently contributes to better skin hydration as well. So it's all the things that you want to hear from a skincare product or primer. I normally just put like a small pump, and where I have pore issues is around my, so sorry guys, I'm going to come really close to the camera so you can see, so I can show you all my sins. If you see my skin here, there's a lot of open pores, always, and my nose just there. So that's where I tend to apply the pore primer. So the reason I'm getting really up and close is, hopefully it will help you, is to show you. So I'm just going to apply here. I feel like it minimizes it slightly, but not as much as I would like it to. So I think it does help to aid a smoother application of your foundation, but not as much as I would like it to. So you can see this side slightly blurred versus that side, but still you can see. This is not a NARS beauty review, but I just wanted to show you something that I use day to day instead of this Rare Beauty product, and hopefully you'll be able to see the comparison on camera, because in real life I can always see the difference. So this one is like a stick, and then I just basically apply it like this. I don't know if you guys can see the difference. This obviously mattifies slightly, but it's like a velvety texture, and I just feel like my pores are more invisible with this versus this. Like, I can see it, I don't know if you guys can see it. So that's the first thing I just wanted to show you. Would I recommend it? Yes, to those who probably don't have large pores, which obviously defeats the whole purpose. You just have sort of slight pore issues, you just want a good primer that's hydrating and it acts as a good base, then yeah, this would be a nice primer. Otherwise, if you have serious pore issues and you really want to blur it out, then no, I wouldn't recommend this particular product. So next I'm going to move on to the concealer in number 180W. So this was obviously, I want to say matched to me by the consultant at Space NK, but it wasn't. It's really hard to match unless I remove my makeup and I go out in the sunlight. So 180W this is what it looks like. So this is the wand. It's very unusual, and that's the shade. So I just want to also point out something. I purchased all these products before I went to Korea, way before Korea, and I was a lot more pale. I have massively tanned in Korea, so obviously I do feel like the shade is going to be slightly incorrect. And also another thing to point out is when I bought this, the tinted moisturizer hadn't been released yet, because if it had, I think I would have just gone with that as a base. At the time the foundation was released, but when I asked the consultant, she said it wasn't as good for dry skin, and I'm inclined to believe her because the bottle comes in like a matte shade. Now it's not the general rule for every single brand. I can't claim to know for every single brand, but generally a rule and common theme amongst makeup brands is their bottles. So if you have a look, if the bottle normally comes in sort of like a frosted matte glass, packaging or plastic packaging, it normally means it's for oily skin and it's a matte finish, and normally that is oil free. Even if it has the word glowy in it or hydrating, juicy, gorgeous, it doesn't matter. It means it's matte. So just be mindful of that. If it's in a matte packaging, it doesn't matter if it has a word glowy in it, it's matte. Most 9 times out of 10, that's the case. So the foundation wasn't recommended, but the concealer was. Now, interestingly, I did ask if the concealer is okay for dry skin. She said yes. And in hindsight, because I didn't think about the packaging for the concealer, but if you see, the concealer is also in like a matte packaging. Now, again, the reason I mention that is because I have tried the concealer. And before I say anything else, I will read out the information to you and we'll go from there. So this is £18 for 7.5 mils of product. And there are tons of shades. I mean, let me just quickly count it. Like 48 shades. So that's a lot. So what it says is brighten skin while hiding imperfections with Rare Beauty Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer. This hydrating concealer leaves skin with a radiant finish, long-lasting and sweat-resistant. It helps instantly hide blemishes, redness, and dark circles. Infused with a botanical blend of lotus, white water lily, and gardenia, this concealer has a creamy consistency that provides medium to full coverage. Now bear that in mind. Easy to blend, it also does an excellent job of evening out skin texture. Yes, it has the words hydrating. It will not settle into fine lines or cake. It's skin-like finish and evening out skin texture. Those are all good words. However, when you look at makeup language, generally medium to full coverage, it's quite rare to find something that's medium to full coverage that's hydrating, generally speaking. I generally find that the more hydrating products are the more watered down products, so to speak, and therefore they're more like light to medium coverage. Secondly, it says long wearing and sweat resistant. So instantly it kind of gives you a little bit of clue that it may not be as suitable for very dry skin. So I'm just going to apply this, but I'm going to use one of their brushes. So this is the Liquid Touch brush, and I just thought it was very, very pretty, and I thought what a better way to apply the makeup than with her own tools. And it feels quite soft. It's not the softest synthetic brush that I've felt, but it's good in the sense that it's sturdy, it's quite firm, so it's great for buffing out as well. So this Liquid Touch concealer brush is £15, and it says blend in concealer easily with the Rare Beauty Liquid Touch concealer brush. For use with liquid, cream and powder formulas, this concealer brush helps create the perfect look. With a painted tip, the concealer brush allows for precise application, especially in hard to reach spots around the corners of the mouth, nose and under the eyes. With densely packed vegan bristles, this plush concealer brush makes it easy and quick to blend in product and buff away streaks. The Rare Beauty Liquid Touch concealer brush put the user in control. It intensifies while using a stippling motion and works to blend and blur when swept across the skin. Let's try it. I've put some of the concealer on the back of my hand. Actually, on that note, I'm going to use only the concealer for my base, which will be very interesting because I know it's the wrong shade, but I do have a bronzer, so worry not. So let's see, medium to full coverage, which is normally not my jam, just to make you aware, guys. I normally prefer light to medium. I've obviously applied like skincare already. So I've just applied under my eyes first. I know the colour looks wrong. Bear in mind, if I were to wear my foundation, a foundation should I say, it would look better because then I could just blend it in. But because I'm just using this product, it's going to look lighter. Just want to show you the texture firstly. There is texture and it is drying. Obviously, it is a concealer, but what you have to remember about a concealer is it's normally always applied under the eyes, which is where it's actually the most delicate skin, and it's the part of the face where the skin's the thinnest. So really it needs the most care and the most kind of gentle products. So if it doesn't work for the under eyes, it's not going to work for the rest of the face, is what I'm trying to say. So I do feel like it does show up texture, which goes against when they mention something about evening out skin texture. I definitely wouldn't use this as a full face concealer normally, but for the sake of this video, I will continue. However, I will continue with the face brush. So this is the Liquid Touch brush. Well, they're both a Liquid Touch brush, but one's the concealer and this is for foundation. So the Liquid Touch brush is £25 and it says build coverage and blend foundation with Rare Beauty Liquid Touch foundation brush. This plush foundation brush features soft silky bristles that allow for precise application with densely packed synthetic bristles and a marquise shape. This foundation brush helps to build, blend and buff foundation for a seamless finish, for use with a liquid, cream and powder formula to create a seamless streak-free finish. With a unique shape, it mimics the shape of the fingertip to build coverage and blend foundation. So let me try using this. Again, it's quite firm, soft enough, not the softest, but again, I think it's nice for buffing action. So let me again go back into my concealer. And I'm just going to apply it on my face now. I know the shade is wrong, but bear with. By the way, this shade would have been absolutely fine if I wasn't tanned. So it just shows you how tanned I've become, but I like it. I won't put too much on my forehead because forehead we normally add a bit of bronzer anyway. One thing I'll say about this concealer is I actually think it's a perfect formula for someone who has either very nice skin or oily skin. Either way, anything but dry. And I think it actually would apply really nicely on that sort of skin. It's just not for dry skin, because any place where I potentially have a dry patch, even though I've got skincare on it that it's very hydrating, it's bringing it up. So I don't know if you guys can see, but I've got a dry patch that's now being highlighted by the concealer. And it definitely is being highlighted under my eyes. And even though it looks like I'm applying a lot, I'm not, trust me. Like I put like 2 swatches and I've barely used the whole thing. So it's just, I'm just, you know, buffing it out. And here I'm not even, I always pat. Knowing my own skin, if I rub, that's where texture comes in. It is drying. So I wouldn't say it's the most hydrating concealer. So again, I'm not dissing the concealer. I think it's a good concealer, but for the right skin type. If you have dry skin, do not go anywhere near it. If you have dry skin, I think perhaps go for a different concealer that is more on the hydrating side. There's many concealers on the market that are more hydrating than this. But anyway, I just wanted to show you what a full face looks like using this concealer. Next, we might as well go in with the bronzer just to give me a little bit of color on my face. This is the Warm Wishes Effortless Bronzer Stick, and there are several shades in this. So I wanted to get a kind of like a few colors in this bronzer stick. The thing is, they've been out of stock for ages, absolutely ages. And even when I had purchased it at the point of purchasing, the Space NK consultant told me that it'd been out of stock ages at that point too. So do you see what I mean? Stock's an issue. So right now online, there's only one shade of this bronzer stick, which is True Warmth. And I believe that's sort of like, it's got a cinnamon reddish undertone to it. So I think that's why no one wants it. So I've got the lighter shade Power Boost, but I also wanted to get one called Happy Soul because I felt like it would be a better contour shade. But anyway, like I said, they haven't had it in stock for ages. So I have got Power Boost. By the way, when I talk about stock issues, it might not necessarily be a Space NK problem. It could just be the brands that they stock. So I imagine it might be a Rare Beauty problem. It might be a NARS. Well, I know from working with NARS that they've always had stock issues. So that is definitely a NARS problem. So it might be a Rare Beauty problem, but obviously they are working with brands that constantly have stock issues. So that is something to be mindful of. So it is in this format and it's a twist up. So let's read. It says, create a natural looking glow with Rare Beauty Warm Wishes Effortless Bronzer, a cream bronzer with a liquid-like consistency that blends easily. Easy to apply, this cream bronzer does not cake, crease or clog pores and will wear evenly. With a weightless, non-greasy formula, this cream bronzer is available in various shades to provide a second skin finish that provides a believable colour. Gliding on smoothly, it is also water resistant. You can use it in place of eyeshadow on the eyelids and to add definition and dimension to the cheekbones, chin and forehead. So let's try it. Now, I don't believe they have a bronzer brush. I could be wrong, but they have a powder brush, they have a eyeshadow brush, which weren't in stock by the way when I went. Yeah, so there's no bronzer brush unless, or buff contour brush, unless they have one in the States, but on Space NK they don't. So I'm going to use the same foundation brush. Obviously you can use your fingers, but I'm not a fan of using fingers for bronzers or contour because I feel like you're also messing and disturbing the base that you previously applied underneath it. So I'm just going to go in with the same foundation brush. So my first thoughts are, it is easy to blend, however, a little goes a long way. That's what I've noticed with this. So I actually applied too much initially. So I'm just going to go in with a tiny bit of concealer again, just a dab, just go over a little bit. Not too much, like the tiniest amount. Color wise, I think it's really nice. It's definitely a warm color, but then again, it is a bronzer, it's not a contour, so it fulfills that. I feel like it does look sun-kissed. I feel like it's brought a bit more color back into my face after applying that very pale concealer. But yeah, it's quite a nice bronzer actually, especially if you like something very quick in a stick format. Like I said, you could use your fingers, but it depends what base you've got underneath. Next, I'm going to go in with the blush. So it's a liquid blush and it's Soft Pinch Dewy Liquid Blush in the colour Hope. So let's just read a bit more about it. It is £19 and it says, give the cheeks a healthy flush of colour with Rare Beauty Soft Pinch Liquid Blush, a liquid blush that is easy to blend with a lightweight formula, buildable colour that's easy to achieve. It is formulated with long-lasting colour pigments to provide all-day wear. With a botanical blend of white, water lily, gardenia and lotus, there's common ingredients there. This liquid blush also helps soothe, comfort and nourish the skin. Layer the blush, designed for mistake-proof application over liquid and powder formulas without disturbing the underlying makeup. That's interesting. It's like she's just heard what I said. So normally I find with liquid blush, it can be a little bit messy and it tends to dry quite quickly if you don't work with it quickly. So one mistake I commonly see people make is they will apply a dab and apply a dab, then they'll blend this, and by the time they're done blending this, this is already stained with 2 spots here where you dabbed it. So the trick is always to do one cheek at a time. Even better, work from your hand. I'll show you in a minute and go from there. This comes in 11 shades, but on Space NK only 2 shades are available. So you see what I mean about stock. But anyway, I thought this was quite a pretty colour, and I thought this could be really nice on the lips as well, which I will try actually on the lips just to show you, but I have got a separate lip product. So that's the wand. Kind of similar to the concealer, but it's also slightly different. It almost looks like a very chunky lip concealer wand. So that's the colour, very pretty. So this is what I like to do. I normally like to dab a bit on my hand, and then I'll go in with the same foundation brush, and I sort of like diffuse it on my hand first, and then I kind of blend it out on my hand because I don't want to do that and experiment on my face. So that's where you then start applying the colour, and I'm really just gently dabbing and blending it on. It's such a pretty colour. It's so gorgeous, right? Next, more on this side. But can you see how doing it from the hand first is better? Because trust me, it's better to do it like that. It's more foolproof than the other way, going directly. I'm just going to put a little bit on my nose to give it a little bit of like a more of a sun-kissed look. Okay, very, very pretty. Now, like I said, I'm going to use it on the lips, so I'm just going to go with my finger. In fact, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go in and wipe off what's on my lips because I feel like a little bit of the concealer has gone on my lips and diluted it. Now let me go in. It's actually a really pretty colour on the lips. That's a really pretty colour. And that way, if you wanted to do 2 products in one, you harmonise the cheeks and the lips. So there you go. That is an option to do something. Otherwise, I do have a lip product. So I'm just going to keep this on for the time being. And then I will wipe it off later on for the actual lip product. Now moving on to the eyes. So I have got a couple of eye products that I just wanted to take you through. So like I said earlier, I have a gel on my brow. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow. Anything I use today, I'm going to link down below, guys. And on that note, I just wanted to make it clear that I sometimes use affiliation links. If I do use affiliation links, I always make it clear that I do. I'll either say it in my video and or link it down below. So affiliation links means that you don't pay anything extra. It just means that I get a little bit of commission off the sale that you make. So if you decide that you like something that you see because of something I've described, or, you know, it always just helps me if you could purchase through my affiliation link. Every little bit helps, as the Tesco advert says. So thank you very much. So moving back to the brow, this is called the Brow Harmony Crayon, and this is in the color Cool Brown. So this is £21. So there's a pencil and a gel, so it's double-sided. The gel is 2.25 mils and the pencil is 0.21 grams of product. Create any brow look with Rare Beauty Brow Harmony Pencil and Gel, a dual-ended retractable brow pencil and tinted brow gel available in a range of shades. Whether desiring a soft and defined look or a full and bold one, this combination of pencil and gel is perfect for the job. With a triangular tip, this ultra-precise pencil is creamy and buildable. The weightless tinted brow gel lifts and holds without any crunchiness or stiffness. It's available in 8 shades. And interestingly, all shades are available to purchase online. So like I said, I got Cool Brown. When I buy products for my hair, I never get black. I do tend to find that I need the darkest or second to darkest colour, but a lot of the dark browns are quite warm undertoned, and I always find a cool brown is better. So if you are similar to me with similarly dark brows, I would always recommend a cool brown. So just to show you, on one side it's the pencil tip, and this is the colour Cool Brown. So that'll be fine for me, I can already see. The other side's a very tiny brow gel, and actually I'm impressed by that. I thought it'd be a lot thicker and bigger. So what I might do is apply the gel on one side and the pencil on the other, just to show you guys. I'm not going anywhere, so I don't mind. So let's do one side. I mean, I have got gel product on here already, but just to top it up. Obviously, this has colour to it, guys. So just be mindful that it's not a transparent gel. Now, one thing I want to say is I'm not normally a fan of brow gels. I really don't like them. And if I'm going to use one, I prefer a clear just to hold my brows in place. But this is the first time I've actually really liked a brow gel with colour. I'm really impressed by that. And honestly, I did not think twice about it. So that's the colour of the gel, and that's the pencil. I really like that. I think it's so natural. I think it's also because of the colour, because sometimes with the colour, if it's too strong, it just looks very blocky. But this gives enough definition and lift without being too much. So I'm very impressed by that. I'm now going to go in with a pencil on this side, just to give you a point of comparison. It's interesting because I thought I would like the brow pencil more than the brow gel, but I prefer the brow gel to the pencil. The pencil is very, very creamy and a lot of, it's quite pigmented, which you might think is a good thing, and it might be to some of you, but me personally, I prefer when my brow pencils are harder and it gives off less pigment, just because it allows me to really create the strokes, that the brush hair strokes that I want, without giving me like too strong color. So if anything, I'm not as keen on this, whereas I really am impressed with the gel. So it's the other way around. What I thought would impress me hasn't. What I thought nothing about has impressed me. So let me just apply a bit more definition on this side with the pencil. I guess I could always use the gel first to fill it out and then finish with the pencil just to define. Yeah, anyway, that's my brows. By the way, it looks darker on camera, but it's less heavy in real life. Next, I have got a liquid eyeshadow. So it says Stay Vulnerable Liquid Eyeshadow, and I got the shade Nearly Neutral. So this is what it looks like. This is the wand. It's obviously smaller for the eyelid. And this is the shade Nearly Neutral. I thought this was a really pretty colour for an eyeshadow. And you could probably wear it a lot more subtle than that when you blend it out, or you could wear it as punchy as this. So this eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadow, is £19 and it's available in 5 shades. Like I said, this is Nearly Neutral. Rare Beauty Stay Vulnerable Liquid Eyeshadow is a weightless liquid eyeshadow that provides blendable, buildable colour. For extra dimension, top this liquid eyeshadow with a shimmering eyeshadow. With a liquid to powder formula, this liquid eyeshadow is creamy and smooth. It is easy to blend and build colour, but will not crease, fade, smudge or transfer after setting. It's suitable for all skin types. The eyeshadow will not dry the skin and is safe for contact wearers. It's suitable for wearing alone or in layers. I can see actually it's drying very quickly, so that's good. I prefer, rather than applying directly, especially because I've got extensions right now, I'm just going to apply with a brush instead. So I've got my 𝕬𝕚𝕚𝕚 brush. So I'm just going to apply a little bit to the tip of my brush first and just gently wow. So again, it looks stronger on camera, but I've just blended it out with my finger to make it look softer. But actually the colour is really stunning. So can you just see what that's done for the eye, even though I haven't put any other eye makeup on yet? So you can see the difference between my left and my right. It just instantly gives it something. So that's a really gorgeous colour. You could wear it in the day, but you can also build it up into like a really browny, chocolatey moment for a smoky eye for the evening. And it dries pretty quickly. So I would highly suggest just working on one eye first and then blending it out and then moving on to the other eye. And I can definitely see what it means. I often see a lot of makeup brands describe their makeup as going from liquid to powder, but with this I can actually see it even on my hand, the way it was transforming as it was drying, but not in a bad way. So that is the eyeshadow, Nearly Neutral. Then I decided to get a liner, of course, and this is the Perfect Strokes Matte Liquid Liner, and it's £17. It doesn't come in any other colour, I think it's just black from what I can see online, but I really like the packaging actually, the tip. It just makes it look like a very expensive pen. So you just pull it, that's the nib, which is quite big actually, and then the liquid liner. Now normally I don't like black. I prefer dark brown because I feel like dark brown moves less than a black. But anyway, let's just read a bit more about it. It says, create the perfect eye look with Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes Matte Liquid Liner. So it's matte. This black liquid liner with a matte finish applies smoothly and will not skip or snag. With a long-lasting waterproof formula, this eyeliner makes it easy to create precise lines. With ultra black pigments, this liquid liner will not smudge, streak or feather. The pen includes a continuous flow tip that works at any angle and a fine, flexible brush tip that contains over 800 vegan bristles. Altering the pressure applied adjusts the width of the eyeliner. So we all know 𝕕𝕤𝕗 𝕚𝕚, you know, she's often got quite a strong liner look which suits her beautiful like Bambi eyes. So I'm not surprised if she put a lot of work into her eyeliner just because it's quite a signature look. So for the eyeliner, normally I would do all the way across if I'm not wearing fake lashes, extensions. However, with the extensions, I feel like I don't need liner across here. So I'm just going to emphasize the corner as a cat eye feline kind of finish. So with any liquid liner application, I would automatically straight away recommend a really thin bud, or getting, like, I got this from Korea. I love it. I've never seen anything like this in the UK, but it's really, really thin. Or even a lip applicator. You know, you can buy Lowe's on Amazon. That's also good for cleaning up. And have it to hand straight away because the liquid dries very quickly, any liquid. So it's easy if you want to quickly clean it up afterwards. So I like to just... I don't know if you can see that. Versus that eye which doesn't have anything. I really like this eyeliner. It's actually really easy to apply. And I'll let you know how I get on with it and how it lasts during the day, but I'm really impressed with that. I really like the way it applies. Sometimes I find like it's a difficult balance. It's either too drying or it's too wet and therefore runny, but this is just perfect. So I really like that. I did get the mascara, which it looks like this. I actually thought this was the concealer at first, but as you know, I've got lashes on, but I will apply it to my lower lashes. The one's actually quite thick, so I don't know, it's not the best for lower lashes, but I will do my best. Let me just read about it first. So this is the Perfect Strokes Universal Volumizing Mascara. It's £19 for 8 mils. Very pretty packaging. Achieve fuller looking lashes with Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes Universal Volumizing Mascara. This ultra black mascara works to curl, volumize and lengthen lashes without clumping. With 2 bristle lengths, the unique brush included with this mascara hugs the eye and works well with all lash types. Including castor oil, which is the oil you know that makes hair grow, this mascara works to soften, nourish and condition lashes. Providing buildable, weightless volume with separation, this water-resistant mascara provides all-day wear and will not flake or smudge. And it helps to just make eyelashes look fuller and lusher. So like I said, it's a shame I can't try it on my main lashes, but I will try it on my lower lashes at the very least. So my lower lashes are non-existent, guys. So let me see. Now it's instantly dramatic. Like it's given me lashes I didn't even know I had underneath. It does clump a little bit, but as long as you have like a disposable wand, you can just clean it up and separate straight away, a declump. I mean, it's incredible on the lower lashes. Can you see that? So I'm really intrigued to see. I feel like it'd be great on the upper lashes and would really volumize. So really impressed with that as well, even though I only use it on my lower lashes. It's already given me something that I didn't have before. Right, last but not least is, so as you know, I applied the blush on my lips earlier in colour Hope. So I'm just going to quickly remove that. Instead of going with another neutral colour, I thought I would go with something bright. I mean, how bright can you get? This is the Lip Souffle Matte Lip Cream in the colour Inspire. So there were obviously like loads of shades, there's lipsticks, there's lip pencils, but I thought, let me go for something that I'm likely to use again. So I decided to go with a matte lip cream. This is £19 and it's available in 12 shades. It says, leave lips looking fuller and smoother with Rare Beauty Lip Souffle Matte Lip Cream. A lip cream that will not cake or dry the lips. With rich colour and nourishing hydration, this lip cream is comfortable to wear with a lightweight, air-whipped formula and a velvety matte finish. With a botanical blend of white water lily, gardenia, and you guessed it, lotus, this lip cream also contains vitamin E to help nourish and moisturize the lips. Equipped with a precise applicator tip that makes it easy to apply, this lip cream works to provide a soft blurring effect and plumps the lips. Everything I like to hear. It's a velvety matte finish, and because I didn't say it earlier, it is 3.9 mils of product. So this is what it looks like. Wow. Okay. Let me wear it as a stain first. So that's a stain, and already as a stain it's quite a strong colour, but it's a beautiful shade. But as a stain it's almost more neutral, if you know what I mean. Whereas as a, in the full pigment, it's very punchy and quite electric, shocking colour. So this is the stain for Inspire. It's a stunning colour. It really is. And actually, I've seen Selena Gomez wear reds quite often, and she really suits reds because she's got quite like full lips. So this is Inspire. Let me just quickly powder my face before I give you my final verdict. Okay, so final thoughts. I overall really enjoyed learning about Rare Beauty and just kind of playing with the products directly. I think this is exactly why you need to try on makeup, because it just gives you a whole different experience. It impressed me a lot more than I expected. I know I like a beauty brand and I approve of a beauty brand if I can see myself buying more products from that collection. If I'm not impressed, I think, you know what, it was nice playing with this, but kind of done. I'm not really interested or curious about new launches, even if they bring out new stuff. Because of that experience, I think meh. But I can see myself buying more items from this collection because of what I've tried on today. So the only 2.5 products that I would say that I was less impressed with were the Pore Primer and the concealer. Yes, the concealer would work on oilier skin types, but like I said, on dry skin types, it is bringing up texture. So under my eyes, where I've applied the concealer, it's patchy, it's got texture to it. And even some of the areas around my face that normally has dry skin and normally doesn't, it still has brought up texture. So that's the only thing. For, I think, really people with really good skin and oily skin, it would work like a dream for you guys. And you only need a little bit, because a little goes a long way, medium to full coverage. And I say 2.5 products because the pencil brow I was less impressed with, but the other half I'm giving a point because of the gel that I really liked. Obviously love the lip. I would definitely explore more lip colors, maybe more day colors in this. And then I love the eyeliner and the eyeshadow as well. The eyeshadow, obviously I only applied a thin layer, so it's unlikely to crease, but I could see it lasting all day. I really like the mascara, and like I said, it gave me lashes where I don't normally have lashes on my lower lash line. So it'd be interesting to see what it looks like once I have my extensions off, so I can try it on my upper lashes. Love the blusher. Like I said, I would wear it as a blush and lip product 2-in-1. Be curious to try out other colors, and also I really like the bronzer as well, but a little bit goes a long way, remember that. So overall, oh, and before I forget, the brushes, I really like the brushes as well, and I think they're really good value for what they are. Really good quality. Because of the way that they're quite firm and got a lot of bristles, it would last a long time even with lots of continuous washing and cleaning. So yeah, really impressed. I really loved what I've tried on today. Please let me know, now that Rare Beauty has got my attention, if there's anything that you love from the collection that you are like, Debs, you have to try this. Please let me know in the comment section down below. What were your favorite products? Is there something that you swear by in the Rare Beauty collection? Just let me know. It can even be something negative. Maybe you absolutely detest a product or something about the brand. Then again, please let me know down below. Would love to hear from you. Always love to hear from you guys. But I really hope that you enjoyed this review. This is the final look. Have a great day and please take care of yourselves.